This is the CTV News, and in conversation tonight is the president of the Past Students Association of the Girls Vocational School. Cicely Alexander is in conversation with CTV's Bernard Vanis.
We want to welcome to our studios here the president of the Past Student Association of the Corpus Christi Girls Vocational School, Cicely Alexander. Good to have you here.
Thanks for having me.
Good. So let's talk about the Past Student Association of the Girls Vocational School. Give us an idea of when it was set up and who are the members, the executive, and so on.
Okay, we set up on the 3rd of March of this year. Actually, the idea came from me. I was on a flight from Miami and to St. Lucia, and I met two past students. The flight was delayed like 2.5 hours or so, and we sat on the airport, and we had so much fun. So I told them, as soon as I get back to St. Lucia, I'm going to set up a reunion for our girls, because I felt like I was 16 all over. We had so much fun on the airport, and that's where the idea came from. I sent it on Facebook, and we came together and formed a group. We had our first meeting at Serenity Park on March the 3rd of this year.
So talk to us about how easy was it to reconnect with the young ladies?
I think WhatsApp and Facebook chat made it very easy.
All right.
You know, we just kept interacting with each other. From those from overseas joined. We set up that Facebook page, Girls Vocational Reunion, and it just sprung out from there.
So how thrilled were they?
Oh, they're very thrilled up to now. I think as it's almost to the end, they're so excited. Everyone wants to be on board. We're having a good time.
And I suppose they're from all over the world as well.
All over Castries, everywhere. Everywhere there is a vocational girl. Those who are, I think there are still those who haven't heard, and those who have heard but they're probably not interested. But most of them, even if they come at one meeting just to hear what it's about, they don't always come to the meeting, but they will be there.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, they will be there.
All right. So talk to us about the association itself, about its mandate, its mission. And so
Well, we have a mission statement for the school. It's not that long. I can.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah. The mission of the GVS Past Students Association is reaching out to and connecting past students and community. Our vision is that by the year 2025, the association is an independent and self-funded non-profit organization with its own board of directors and possibly an executive director. The association's primary goal is to foster continued relationships between past students and to support past students in whatever way possible. Additionally, the association is working on a program in which we will seek to offer financial support to past students who are in need of such, for example, to assist with funeral expenses or health issues.
So that's quite commendable. You're not just connecting just for connecting's sake, but you're assisting as well.
Yeah, we need to get something going out of it, not just for fun. We're not all for the fun of it, but health-wise, funeral-wise, whatever way we can assist each other to grow. You know, that's what we intend to do. And I personally wanted to see the school reopen.
So that's a mission as well.
That was one of my main factors in this reunion. After the reunion, I hope that it would take root from there.
So talk to us about that in terms of how relevant and how critical is it to have a school like the Girls Vocational School in this era, considering what's going on and so on?
Well, I'm not saying that the schools now are not playing a role in society, but I know for a fact what vocational did for me and what I've heard from the other girls. You know, to me something is lacking. For what we had, I can see there is something lacking. If we can still bring back that, you know, the closeness, the education, something is not the same. And I know what I had. That's why I miss my school. When I saw my uniform, I made a uniform for the mass. I cried because it had sentimental values. I just wish I could go back to school, sit in a classroom with my friends again. That time was very essential in my life. And I thought if I could just bring that back, we don't have to get the same subjects we did. I'm looking at something like IT, culinary arts, because these are the demands right now. You know, the hotel sector, that's what the demands. That's where you get a job quicker. So I'm saying that if we could get that back into vocational, just these two subjects, probably to start with, that would be very essential.
And of course, like you mentioned, the other schools offer some of those things, but in terms of the value as well, the values that nuns and
the sisters, as I said before, when we left school, like a few months before you left vocational, you knew you had a job because the ministry already called sister, and she knew where to place every. She watched you from inception, know where and what you were good at, and she placed you in a job. The older girls, like Miss Tench, she can tell you they knew where they were going, and she knew how to interact with her children. She was not our mother. She was not our mother, but it's like she was our mother. She was there for us,
That was a question I had for you in terms of the contribution and the role of the sisters who are associated with the school. Talk to us about the foundation that they gave the school. How relevant was it for them to play such a critical role and in the school and its development?
Well, we have people in every sector in Central Asia. I'm so surprised from asking donation in certain places, the people I meet, their positions in the job, and it all came from the nuns. Most of the people the places I've visited, because we go to the places we know that are able to help, and there is always a vocational girl, and it's not at the bottom level, always the top level. Somebody, they will send you to a missus, and it's sometimes you went to vocational? Because I didn't meet everybody, but it's a vocational girl. We did very well. I didn't go to convent and I did well. I did accounts. I worked with HTS, one of my first jobs. After I left school, sister, as I said, she would know what you're good at. She told my brother, "You're not going to send her to the ministry, are you?" She told my brother, "You have to send her to study accounts. She's very good at bookkeeping." And that's what I studied. So we knew what we were, because she helped us in that era. She put you in a place where she knew you were good at. She gave you a foundation to start with. That's what sister did.
Excellent. Now, you mentioned an executive, because you were the ones who came up with the idea. I suppose they gave you the huge responsibility of being the president.
Yeah, because I started it, so take the...
Exactly. It's your idea, so run with it.
Run with it.
In terms of, give us an idea of who some of the other executive members are.
Well, we have Miss Tench
is there.
She's the second assistant president. We have Mrs. Josephine Isaac. She is the assistant president. We have friend Julian. She is the events coordinator and very good at her job.
Okay.
Yes. And we have the secretary, one of the best secretaries we can have on board, Veronica Lorenzi. And we have Thelma Williams, treasurer, Josette, who is our PRO. She does a fantastic job also. And who did I miss?
You miss your cousin.
Janet Anthony. She's assistant secretary also.
Also, you have a pretty solid team there.
Yeah, and they're all at very good positions in the society.
Yeah, they all
very
have very
good jobs.
people.
Yeah.
Yes, at least I know a few of them.
So they're playing the very vital role with us that they're employed as.
Okay, good. All right, well, and we, your big anniversary is coming up. 50th anniversary is quite a milestone to be celebrating. So I suppose everybody's going to get pretty occupied with this. Yeah. And then after the real,
Trust me,
you get down to business.
I think I need 2 heads for this this reunion.
But it appears that it's going to be fun.
It will.
Yes.
Definitely.
Okay. Well, we'd like to wish you all the best in adventure and certainly look forward to engaging you again, because I know after the anniversary and everything else that there will be some serious discussions.
Yes. Everything. And the next time we come here probably is to tell you that the school will be opening soon.
That'll be good news. Because at least you have the facilities, you have everything there.
It's just a matter of students. And as we said, we need contribution, a huge donor. Yeah. Probably you can look into that for us.
Yeah, we certainly can. I mean, like we say, we can use social media to get the word out and so on. So we've been speaking with Cicely Alexander, who is the president of the Past Student Association of the Corpus Christi Girls Vocational School. Yeah. Any final words from you before we leave?
Well, I wanted to ask all the young ladies from Vocational, those who are hearing it probably for the first time, or those who haven't taken a keen interest, I need you to come on board. Even if it's for the mass sister who's founded the school, will be at the Mass. We invited her from Trinidad and the Carmelite sisters. They will be here at the Mass on 8 o'clock on Sunday, even if you don't have the proper uniforms and such, but you could still attend the Mass. We
Also,
will
you're
remember.
asking students to come in uniform.
Yes.
Okay.
We
should be
we
a
have brown and
photo.
white, even if it's the pants and the
Yes.
top, the GVS logo. That's what we are having.
Okay.
I'm going as a actual student. So,
Okay, that should be quite an interesting
Yes.
photo opportunity.
so even if you don't have the proper gear, come on board. We were hoping to have the church filled with GVS ladies on Sunday.
We'd like to wish you all the best.
Thank you.
And thanks for speaking with us.
Thanks for having me.
And that's how we conclude our broadcast tonight. I am Natalie Fanis. Good night.